was 16, I genuinely hated the way I looked. I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel, happy when I looked in the mirror. So I decided, hey, let me make a change. I'm gonna put on a bunch of muscle and I'm gonna look really good. So every day, I would wake up, I would drink my protein shake, I'd work out probably 6 days a week, and after 6 months, this is what I look like. I didn't look any different from when I started. Why? Because I was making these two really big mistakes. Ever since correcting those mistakes, I put on a bunch of muscle. I'm Mehdi Prince Rizvi. I'm a certified personal trainer and the two-time national kickboxing champion, and let's get right into it. So, reason number one, you're not gaining any muscle by working out, right? You are not going till failure. You are not working out hard enough, right? So, to understand what this means, let's think about why do we gain muscle in the first place after working out, right? So, when you're working out, what you're trying to do is actually create these things called micro tears inside of your muscle, right? So, when you push really, really hard, then you're going to failure, right? Then your body, right, it starts creating these little tiny, tiny micro tears inside of the muscle. And these only get created when you're close to failure, right? Then when you go to sleep later that night or the next night, right, your body is going to repair those tears and it's going to repair them stronger than they were before. So you're going to wake up with a stronger, bigger muscle, right? Now, you're probably not creating these micro tears in the first place because you're not going till failure. You're only going to mild discomfort. Failure is it's a mental block in a way. Your mind is going to give up a lot earlier than your body is, right? So to get around this, I have a special way of doing my sets, right? First, I do my original set. Let's say I do 10 push-ups, right? So I'll do my 10 push-ups, then I'll get up, I'll take a deep breath, and then I'll get back down and I'll do another three, right? And after I've done those three, I'm like, okay, do I have more in me? All right, I take another deep breath, I go down, I do another two, right? I take another deep breath, and I do another one, right? And then I just keep doing one, and then break, and then one, and then break, and then one, and then break. And I do that until I actually cannot go anymore, right? When you do this way, you'll find out, oh, I could actually do another 10 more reps than I thought I could. Taking that one deep breath in the middle, it really helps, reset yourself. So use that method and you'll actually go to failure and you'll make a lot more micro tears and you'll gain a lot more muscle. If you're a skinny guy and you want to put on muscle fast, I have a course in the description that helps you put on 15 pounds of muscle in 12 weeks from home or from a gym. Doesn't matter if you have equipment or not. If you actually want to, do better, that's the way you do it. Inside, I cover everything from mindset, diet, recovery, training, everything you need to get jacked, and all the information you need so you can put on another 15 pounds of muscle after that first 15 as well. Let's get back to the video now. All right, and then on to the next point. You're also not eating enough calories, right? So I wasn't eating enough calories. Yes, I was drinking enough protein. I was getting my protein in for the day, but my total calories for the day, I did not have enough. Why? I did not know how much I was eating or how much I even needed to eat, right? So many people, they want to bulk, but they don't want to do that tiny bit of mental work where they have to think about how much and what they're eating. So this is actually a super simple process. I'm going to leave a link down below. It's going to be to a calculator, right? It's called a BMR calculator, right? This is going to calculate how many calories you burn in a day on average, right? So you want to take that number and you want to add around, 300 to 500 to that number. That means you're eating in a 300 to a 500 calorie surplus, right? When your body has a surplus, that's the only time it's able to grow. Think of it as building blocks, right? So calories are like building blocks, and you have a construction project, right? Now, to maintain this building, you need 10 building blocks, right? But if you want to expand this building, then you need 15 building blocks. But if you only eat, you only give yourself 10 building blocks, you're never going to be able to expand this building, right? So go down below, check what your BMR is, and find out how much you actually need to be eating. And then start tracking how much you eat. Like use MyFitnessPal, use ChatGPT, one of these AI programs where you just take a picture of your food and then it shows you the calories for it, right? These things, it's actually going to make you aware of how much you're eating. Because as a skinny guy, your hormones are fucked up, right? So that means your hunger as it's all over the place, right? You can eat less food and then you won't feel hungry for the rest of the day, or you can eat less food and then you will feel full, right? Compared to a fat person or a normal person, they'll eat a little bit of food, but then they'll still be hungry until they've reached the amount of calories they need for the day. You correct these two things, you'll start putting on muscle without a problem. Easy mode.